Got 4 packages here. Before we do that, non-anime stuff. Got Terminator 2, because it's actually a good movie and I've been feeling like rewatching it. And because I got that, I wanted to get the Terminator, and I went with this 4-pack. I might already have Robocop, but Red Dawn I've been told to watch. I'm not sure if I know about Roadhouse. I decided to get Castle Season 1 just because I was watching Under the Dome Season 1, and this is the main reason I went out and got stuff, because Season 1 I actually thought was pretty good. So I got myself Season 2, and Penguins of Madagascar I picked up because it looked like it might be funny. The penguins were always the funny part of Madagascar, but I've not seen any of the sequel movies. Yeah. Hold on, I need a little leverage on this. There we go. Unfortunately, not all the anime that could have arrived today did. I'm not sure what's up with the one that didn't arrive, but well, its expected delivery is tomorrow, so now the reason I'm a bit surprised is because usually it seems like these packages coming from Right Stuff arrive a day earlier than expected, and I have a fully ripped. That's annoying, but I guess I've gotten it all out. There it is. Hey, look, another one. It's amazing. This would be UPS delivery. So this week's stuff was kind of divided up, which was very unusual. Alright, so now we got a mess. Let's sort it out. Let's just begin with the Nisekoi Volume 3. Couldn't remember. Yeah, I guess I do remember I have 2 of them. So, not sure if this is a super high priority watch. It's definitely one that I, since I'm already watching it, I do want to see more of it so that I can keep up with it. Which I guess is probably doubly important because Season 2, I think, is finally on the verge of getting a, not a release, but a, but airing. So we got your standard proof of purchase and thing. You got card. Neat cards. Okay. So I think I do that. Getting them back into the box can sometimes be the tricky part. We got the trading card stuff. Start Art Online 2, which yeah, that's right, the card's going to be the card. And then finally we've got a poster, which is not a bad one, actually. Bokurano, which I'm actually kind of wanting to watch. This is another anime from the end of my downloading days, I think. I downloaded and watched the first episode, so I vaguely recall recall what happened. And there's a sticker on the top. And it rates okay. It's not super spectacular, but it rates kind of higher than, on the higher end of average. And I've gotten the impression it's actually maybe got some darker elements to it, so I'm curious. Yeah, I was thinking that the tiles seemed different, but I guess the sudden color jump caught me by surprise. This is a discotheque release, Japanese with English subtitles, just making sure that it wasn't dubbed. Next we have DD Fist of the North Star. A Sentai release. Subtitled only. That's kind of expected. I'm not sure what to make of this, but I think a large part of the reason is that I haven't actually seen much Fist of the North Star. I mean, obviously I bought it on DVD. Because, see, this Blu-ray tab is closed, so I'm not getting much leverage. Although I am getting the plastic off, so it'll be open shortly. The Blu-ray is 2 discs. The DVD is 1, 2, 3 discs. Guess that's not out of the question. You can see that disc 1s are the same and the last discs are the same. Darn it. There we go. For anybody that was panicking, discs are fine. This is a Harlock Space Pirate, which I believe is a CGI version. So I think this might technically count as anime. It might have been on the right website. There's been a little not sureness about some of this stuff. So I figured for this one, you know, since it's the original Japanese version, it's got a sticker on the top. Is this a, you know, this is somebody else, Ketchup Entertainment? Well, I figured it'd be better safe than sorry. Worst case, I come back later and said, nah, this is an anime, so I move it out of the collection. But I'm pretty sure it's anime. Just a simple disc. Next up, we've got Sankarea Undying Love, and this version probably should have dug out the older release that disappeared, but this should be uncensored. Okay, so we've got regions A and B, English dub, Japanese. Basically, what I mean by uncensored is some people were saying Funimation accidentally released the censored version of Sankarea Undying Love before. Now, maybe it was intentional, I don't know, I never looked into the details myself. But it was on my notes to follow up on this, and give me a second. I figured this one was too important to not go and dig out the older release, so you can see it's definitely a very different release to a certain degree. I can see this one was regions A and B. Enough text that second time's a charm. I'm wondering if that's the Funimation self-reference. Okay, well, I want to make sure that since I'm opening it up and censored versus uncensored was an issue before, that this is actually the uncensored version. Alright, I verified that it's definitely the uncensored version, or at least that one scene in particular was uncensored. Fired up the old one compared to the new one, yada yada yada. Last but not least, we got Gingitsune. This one is region A only, Japanese with English subtitles. Pretty standard for anti-release. His name I don't recognize, I guess. So let's see. I've got the DVD version, only 2 discs. You can see the art's well, the art's not upside down. The discs are just upside down. It's interesting. So basically, it has these 2 characters on it. That's neat. Well, there we go. That's this week's anime DVD collection update. Too bad Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Work TV series part 1 didn't show up. Something else was with it, but I'm trying to remember what. So, I didn't watch any anime this week. Part of it was, I think I mentioned last week maybe, that I was doing a personal programming project, and since a lot of the anime in my immediate queue were subtitle only, it basically meant that I just wanted to do that coding. Can't watch subtitled and write code at the same time. So, which may be good, because it means I probably can start a Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works tomorrow when it arrives, maybe? I'm not sure yet. What I did watch was non-anime stuff. I watched Penguins of Madagascar. It's okay. I would say I enjoyed it better than Be Hero 6. And it had some interesting takes on some ideas. But I don't have much else to comment beyond that. Let's see. I think I mentioned I watched Under the Dome Season 1. I really liked it. The mystery is kind of a neat setup. I don't really care too much about how it develops, because it's kind of developing in a very TV series sort of way, a la Lost, or it's just like, I'm not entirely convinced that the mystery is necessarily very well thought out, but the circumstances are great, and the character interactions, I've found that part to be actually the most interesting and compelling part of it. Is they're in this situation. The situation itself may seem a bit absurd, but and the exploration of that may be a little bit absurd, maybe. But it's good, and that's why I got season 2. I watched Castle. It was good. It's Nathan Fillion, and so if you know what you're getting into watching it, then that's that. And if I pronounced his name wrong or remembered it wrong, then let's see. Anything else? I guess I watched Under the Skin, which is a movie that Scarlett Johansson was in. And that one's... I thought that one was a bit of a mixed bag. It had some really neat elements to it, but I also felt like it didn't want to explain itself too well. And in some ways, that worked out really well to its advantage, and in other ways, I just kind of felt lost watching it, wondering, okay, I think I have a vague idea what the overall story's trying to do, but is it doing this part here now? And it is what it is. It's all what it is. So, other than that, I can't think of much else to talk about. So, I'll go ahead and end the stuff early, and y'all have a nice week.